Now we're getting ready to start cutting the side windows and the wing windows for the Fusion. Jay, you want to go ahead and cut it? And that right there is all the side windows cut out. Alright, what we got here is Ryan taking the film, he's weeding it, again as we call the excess, and which is going to be allowing us to have the shape and the pattern of the side windows themselves. You can kind of see how it's starting to form right here. Sometimes it leaves a little bit of excess, which is kind of nice because then we can go and take care of that on the board versus having to do any cutting on your car itself, as you saw with the knife right there. Not once have we touched the car, and we've already got the shapes and patterns of all the windows. We can do any make and model. That's kind of why we do a lot of the dealerships. There's no chances of etching your new car, doing any type of damage, especially on brand new vehicles like this one. This one right here Ryan's doing is the passenger rear window. The machine, when it cuts it, all it does is coarse the film itself, but it leaves the liner still intact, so it doesn't actually rip the liner at all. All it does is just coursing the film, which is why it's getting that shape right there. So it's really great technology. So what this does, everybody, it basically allows everybody to have a closer edge on your windows. Probably what you're familiar with is we have a little pattern here. You can kind of see how this top edge is a lot further away from the window itself. And that's what most people are familiar with. With the computer cut, you can see this middle one right here. It allows the window to get a lot closer to the top of the window so you don't even notice it. But for those that want everything to look 100% factory, we can go right to the very top edge now. So you can do all the side windows, you go down to the bottom, versus having any type of light gap at all. And this is probably the one everyone's familiar with. Nice gap. Now that Ryan's gone and weeded all the film, take rid of the excess layers, we've now got all the windows nice and cut out from the plotter. With no given time do we get any of these shapes or patterns by even putting a roll of film on the car to get the patterns, as you guys saw. So now Ryan's going to go over here and get the windows wet. The reason he's doing this, same reason we did the back window. So we got to go and make sure we get the pattern and the contour curves of the window. So when we go to put them in, they don't have any of those fingers. So it goes in smooth, just like we had the back window go in smooth. So you can see right there where the fingers are getting created. You can kind of see how they're starting to pop up a little bit. That right there, if we didn't shrink them, that happened if we put it on the inside, and that's actually what would cause dirt. So we're going to do the same thing with the back window, and we'll be back in a second when we have the whole car put on. Alright, what we got going on now is now that we got the fingers here, all the windows are on the car. Ryan's going to go ahead and heat shrink the driver's window, just like he did the back window. So when it goes to get put on, it'll be nice and smooth. And right there is a driver's window that's all heat shrunk, and we'll be back when we start installing it. Alright, we're ready here to get the driver's window put on the vehicle here. Ryan is about to install it. We got the window film currently on the board, so we don't have to spray the panels or anything. So Ryan here will start it going now. So what he's done is he just missed the glass, and he's going to actually here activate the adhesive again. So you can kind of see really hard, but you can see how close he got to the top of the edge of the window. And that's because it's a computer cut. It allows us to get to the very top edge where you don't even see a light gap at all. So what he's doing right now is he's stuffing the film underneath the gasket, so we don't have to actually remove the door panels. We have tools that we've all made here so that it goes underneath the gasket without having to remove the door panels. There's a lot of people that I see that remove door panels. When they do that, you break clips, you forget to plug things back in. So it's just one more thing that we try to do a little bit different here. We try not to remove anything or cause any kind of problems or damage. So you're just going over it one more time to make sure that you guys minimize the amount of adhesive water bubbles in between it to keep the solution out, to keep it nice and clear for you so it dries really fast. So there you go, guys. I said there's one completed window. Let me get real close. If you look, there's absolutely no dirt. We already pre-cleaned it before we installed it. And then right here, just push those bubbles out. Right there is one big window, nice and done. Have a good one.